Dear teachers, sing for me, as every day in adulthood has tested the learning you gave me. But all fractures once trespassed has healed, and any boundaries I found complacency within has failed at making it to my pillow the morning after. I need you to prove yourself like an adjective test, and use suffixes to make adverbs to modify your progressive action. When autumn comes running or marching, like Paul Revere carrying the gospel of cyberpunk anime, tell her that she smells of a Japanese florist ensemble, showing her flattery while giving flowers to her ego, blossoming her vanity inside of the Dead Poet Society. She is full of transparency, no void of vigor in the soil, where her seeds will make sandcastles out of the squares of any classroom. These seeds are the students that will come running for the knowledge you can pour into them in any way. But be sure to promise her that when she passes into the chaos of the next season, by leaving the harvest for the frustration of the final exams, that you won't bury her in a shallow grave encrypted in snow, because even in winter glaciers melt, raising the sea level. So tell her that you refuse to let her spirited education drown like the quality in bad headphones. I was a seed once. Finding refuge in any curriculum spared me the heartbreak of learning that white noise is as fragile as broken sentences. Not in the terms of forgotten periods like history, but rather the era where me and you actually existed in a tug of war for my attention. Her equinox is the geometry you see in the pupils of your pupil. Radius and diameter playing freeze tag and Shakespearean sonnets, discipline that parallels with biology, and your equations could build nations like the patience of comprehension. I promise you that we'll get it. The reason why to the art of teaching found you, like the way the art of poetry found me. My first stanza impressed my peers. The second stanza was an invitation for your positive reinforcement. Not sure if any of you knew how important the moment for me was. It changed the reference point of my life. But why think one of you when thinking all of you infinitely is the salvation to my infinity? The reason why I have more chemistry with crowds than third grade science volcanoes. I now bleed indigo wherever I go, with a rib cage of confident butterflies, leaving an Oregon trail of your late nights creating lesson plans. And maybe you won't see currency in your lifetime, but currently your brainstorms have rained on my parade like positive oxymorons, challenging social anomalies. So in other words, I'm paying you back in the oasis of knowing that my name now holds weight of you carrying more than you had to. May the weather of your emotions fill the universe of our diplomas. May you and your reflection never have a disagreement that will force your mirror to pick a side. Because even though some of these students don't want to be like you, you were them at one point. But the formality of what's taught is a vortex to a young mind. And never forget that a textbook is a textbook. But I do remember the first time I made the transition from student to teacher. It was 70 degrees, if I recall correctly. I guess I found the purpose when a teacher first told me that words matter most. When autumn makes leaves fall from trees akin to the way you hope we'll understand while you're in that classroom on the first days of school.